For more on this, we're now joined by Sibongile Ndashe, Executive Director for Initiative for Strategic Litigation in Africa. And she joins us now via our video link. Sibongile, thank you so much for your time this evening. A very tragic story coming out from Mpumalanga. Perhaps let's start off with just your reaction in terms of what we just saw.
So I did not get the audio of that clip, unfortunately. Thank you for having me.
Well, it talks about a fifth body being found in Mpumalanga, a mother who has, died, a mother with a number of children, and she's left behind. Maybe just talking about how alarming this is, especially for an area like Mpumalanga, just a fifth body to be discovered. What's your reaction?
Sadly, this is not new. Every loss of life is regrettable, and condolences to the family. But every year in this country, at different intervals, the media may choose to focus on gender-based violence and then say that there has been a lot of killings in that particular week. There's a feedback. Women are killed every day in South Africa. In fact, we have 5 times the global average of femicide. Almost 11 women are murdered every day. So when we see 5 murders in a week, these are the stories that are in the media. We closed 3,880, 2023 with 3,880 murders. So this is a country where women are routinely killed.
Would you say that, the incident we are talking about right now with this fifth body being discovered in Mpumalanga this week, would you say this is just an act of pure criminality, or are we seeing a pattern here or some sort of trend that is taking place in that area?
So from what we know about the statistics and the numbers, because there are institutions like the Medical Research Council and other campaigns like Say Her Name, where they talk about faces of South Africa's femicide epidemic. We do know that the women who are killed, about a third of them, are killed by their intimate current or former partners. We also know that there's a large percentage of women who are killed by people who are known to them. So we are talking about 50% of the women who are murdered, they are murdered by people who are known to them. So there is nothing new, there is no trend. This is the reality of women's lives every day. Every year, if you remember, over the past 5 years, we will have something similar in the media. And because of whatever reason, you may find one of the victims.
Yeah.
But if you were to check, you will see that you have periods where there is a lot of concentration on the reporting, but this does not necessarily change what happens every day.
Yeah, you keep on saying this is nothing new. You see it all the time. It's always being reported upon, even though the media focuses on certain cases. When you look at in a broader perspective, in terms of the fight against gender-based violence, the fight against femicide, what does it say in our country when we continue to see women being murdered?
So one of the things that we read about that was documented, that we did have a period where these murders were on the decline from 2017 till 2022. But in 2023, the numbers went up again. So what we are seeing about the response is basically the same thing that people are talking about. There is a culture of violence. This is violence where women are killed is normalized, excused, justified, tolerated, and even accepted. We have said as activists that this violence, we are not the first people in the world to experience it. And the causes that we have talked about is inequality, because this violence is very gendered. It's about the entitlement to women's bodies. It's about gender stereotypes, about how women are supposed to behave, and disciplined if they do not act in the way that is acceptable to some in society. Our investment in preventing this form of violence is where we need to concentrate our efforts, because it's normally too late when we call the police because something has broken down. The family, the community has not been able, to prevent this violence. So how we change attitudes is going to have to be the response. But at the higher level, we have to really talk about the coordination of the response at the higher level. The institutional framework that is supposed to respond, because we have really struggled with the implementation of the National Strategic Plan. And we have voiced our dissatisfaction about the council, the Council on the Gender-Based Violence that was recently passed, because it has got serious deficiencies. So those are the things that we need to look at.
All right. All right, Sibongile, thank you so much for your time this evening. That's Sibongile Ndashe, Executive Director of Initiative for Strategic Litigation in Africa, talking there about issues facing women, particularly highlighting what took place this week in Mpumalanga, a fifth body being found. Of course, a woman there who was killed, and, there are suspicions that it may be at the hands of someone very close to her, which is her boyfriend.